What's up, gamers? I'm here today to check out the brand new OBSBOT Meet 2 4K AI-powered webcam, and this thing could really help you elevate your stream. Let's get into it. Full disclosure, OBSBOT did send this over for an honest and truthful review, which is what you're always going to get on this channel. And a little bit of history behind OBSBOT and their Meet series is that in 2022 they launched a pretty popular AI-powered 4K webcam, the original Meet, and this is the Meet 2, also a 4K webcam, but they've made some significant improvements in both design and specs that can really elevate your streaming and video conferencing experience. They also shipped it to me in this box with branded tape. That's fancy. This tiny webcam does come in 3 colors: cloud white, space gray, and Aurora Green. And I gotta be honest, that Aurora Green looks pretty cool. But they sent me the space gray version, and we're gonna open it up and see just how small this is. We got a couple of QR codes right here under the hood. You can go to their website to explore all the features of the camera, and you can also download the software that runs the camera to your computer from right there. And then right on top we have this instruction manual with their slogan, mini in size, mighty in sight. It's kind of cute and clever. You also get a warranty policy here and a very good user manual that comes in multiple languages. And then the camera, it's actually quite tiny, living up to that slogan. This is inside a metal shell. It feels very, very premium. You have your USB-C port on the back, your camera lens on the front, of course. There's an LED light here to indicate what the camera is doing at the current moment, and we have 2 microphone holes. This does have dual microphones. We also have this magnetic stand in the box, so this actually sits on top of your monitor just like this, and it clips over the top of your monitor like there, and you can adjust this to the back of your monitor. And then this top part is adjustable for tilt, but the camera magnetically sits right on there. You can actually shake this a little bit. It's a pretty strong magnet, doesn't fall off. It can also sit in portrait mode, so if you want to get vertical shots, maybe for TikTok or Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts, you can shoot this way as well and not lose any resolution. Now, OBSBOT is claiming that this is the smallest 4K webcam on the market today, and while I cannot verify that, what I can say is that this is very lightweight and compact, and I really like the design. I mean, it almost looks like an old school camera that you would like hold and click and take a picture of somebody with. I think it's a really cool design. Also in the box is another box, and it contains probably a USB-C cable. Yeah, a pretty thick, well-crafted USB-C cable, and just in case you need it, a USB-C to USB-A adapter. And wait, there's more. I almost forgot about this part. Saw this on the box. I was excited about it. And then I almost forgot to look for it. This also has a magnetic, flippable, branded privacy cover to make sure nobody's watching when you don't want them to. Alright, I'm going to get this set up and then we'll talk specs and special features. Just to give you a frame of reference before I switch cameras, I typically shoot on a Sony a7 IV with a $600 lens. The whole thing together cost me roughly $3,000, and it's pretty great. I like the color output. I like the autofocus. I mean, it focuses right in for product reviews, but it's big and bulky, and I'm always afraid that I'm gonna knock it over and break it. It kind of covers up part of my screen over here on the side, and if I ever need to change settings, I have to do it on the device itself. I can't do it from my computer screen, and it's kind of hard to get to because of its placement. The OBSBOT Meet 2, however, comes in at $129 US, and it looks like this. And there it is. So I went from this huge thing to this tiny little webcam, and I can still do my product reviews. You can see that the autofocus switches quite nicely and very quickly, and the reason that it can do that is because it is equipped with advanced phase detection autofocus technology. And so the goal here is to make sure whatever you're showing on camera remains perfectly sharp and detailed during live streams. Whether it's your face or a product, you should be good to go. Another reason for that precision and clarity is that this is equipped with a 1/2-inch CMOS sensor, as well as an f1.8 aperture, which will allow you to produce clearer and brighter images even in low light. So let's actually test that out right now. I'm going to dim my lights and we'll see what the quality looks like. Dimming the lights now, quite significantly actually, and you can see that even though my green screen now isn't doing what it should be doing exactly, you can see that my face still looks really good. And I've turned off my overhead light as well as dimming my studio lights from 65% down to 10%. Another reason for that clarity is that this camera is able to shoot in 4K 30 frames per second, so you'll be able to make sure everything looks nice and crisp. This also has 2 built-in omnidirectional microphones that help keep your voice clear by using noise reduction and auto gain control, which should help make sure that your voice is heard even in noisy environments. And really quickly, I wanted to demonstrate the audio quality here on the camera itself. I'm not going to edit this audio in any way, just so you get a good clear picture of exactly what the microphones in camera sound like. Now, in order to demonstrate some of the other features, I want to show you the OBSBOT Center app. And one of the cool things right at the top is that you can actually have a multi-camera setup with up to 4 cameras that you can switch between right from your desktop or even your Stream Deck. This does integrate with Stream Deck. I know a lot of people use that in their live streams. And then right down here we have one of the neatest features of this camera: auto framing. Auto framing uses AI to guarantee that you stay centered and well framed even when multiple people are in your shot. So let's say I want a close-up or an upper body shot of myself. I'm going to turn that on and I can back away from this camera and it's going to zoom in on me. Now if I move, it's going to do its best to reframe me so that I stay centered in the app on the camera. And again, it's that 4K sensor that allows it to do this. Essentially, it is cropping in on that image and moving around that image in order to simulate or emulate a PTZ camera that would move with a person. And I can kind of demonstrate that here on this gimbal. If I wanted to zoom in, let's say a little bit, I can move that shot around with the gimbal. See how dusty the top of my microphone is. So you get 3 modes here. In auto framing, you get group mode, upper body mode, and close-up. Close-up is really going to focus on just your face. Upper body is going to be more like your torso and head. It's more like a presentation style. Let's say you need to step away from the camera. Maybe there's a whiteboard or something you're drawing on. That would be where you would use upper body. And then group mode is if you have more than one person that's going to be in the shot. So for example, maybe you're trying to video chat with your parents or something, and your kid jumps into the shot and wants to say hi to grandma and grandpa. When that happens, it's going to reframe the shot so that you and the kid are in the shot, making grandma really happy. Now across the top here, we do have a video preview button, a sleep and resume button, record, virtual camera, beauty. Should we click that? Maybe it will beautify me. So in beauty, we have bokeh that we can turn on, although it doesn't seem to be doing it in Streamlabs that I'm recording in right now. But you can tell a little bit there that it is blurring out the background in that preview. Retouch, got all kinds of options here. You can even make your face slimmer. Oh, hello. You can smooth out your skin or even make your face narrower. And then we have some filters if you want to mess around with those. Maybe go all artistic and make yourself black and white, or look like you're making a film. For all you content creators who stream in vertical or portrait mode, you can rotate the camera and it will magnetically connect to the stand, which will allow you to stream without losing any video resolution. And you have even more options here in the app for focus, auto focusing, global focusing, face focusing, auto exposure. You can change the compensation. You can change your anti-flicker for 60 or 50 hertz. You can set your white balance manually or leave that on auto. You can even turn on HDR. You can also turn on auto sleep for when you're not streaming. It will turn off on its own. You have microphone settings. There's even an adjustment for the indicator light because there's a little LED light right there, and maybe you don't like that and you want to dim it or just turn it off altogether. And then the last thing I want to say is really just how easy this was to set up. I know a lot of people can be confused by something like this with all of these dials and settings and different things. Maybe you don't want to learn how to do all of those things, and that's totally understandable because we live in a day and age where you could spend as little as $129 and get a awesome 4K webcam that's easy to set up, gives you high detail and clarity, works incredibly well in low light, works with Mac OS and Windows, can be used with a number of streaming softwares, and makes sure that you're in frame and focused no matter what. So if you like what you see and you're ready to up your stream game, I have a discount code in the description below just for you, and an affiliate link that will help support this channel at no added cost to you. Thanks for watching, liking this video, sharing it with a friend, and subscribing, and as always, stay kind and encouraging out there, and I'll catch you on the flippity flip.